Today we're going to talk about creating our own story problem. The first thing we need to do is take a good look at the picture. And here we see there's a boy who looks like he's going fishing. I see a black dog, 2 cats. I see 4 blue fish, 3 green fish, 2 adult ducks, and there are 3 ducklings. I also see a group of red flowers and some yellow flowers. This gives us plenty of objects to talk about in our story problem. So let's get started. First, I have to think about which objects am I going to use in my story problem. I think today I'm going to ask my reader to solve for how many fish there are altogether. So I'm ready to get started to write. In this case, I'm going to use my typing, and I'm going to need to make it long enough to fit on my page. Okay, so first I'm going to start by describing my story. There was a boy who went fishing. That matches my picture. He saw, this is where I'm going to talk about my 2 objects. He saw 4 blue fish and 3 green fish. Now I need to ask my reader what they need to solve for. So I'm going to start with the word how. How many fish did the boy see all together? When I use the word altogether, it tells the reader that this is a addition story or a problem for addition that they're trying to solve. They need to add the 2 groups. And because it's a question, we need to show that by using the question mark. Okay, there is, let's see if we can make this bigger. There is the story problem. So the first step was creating something based on the picture for the reader to solve. In the next slide, we'll talk about being the reader and how they would solve for this story problem. Hello again. Now we're on to the next section, which we are going to pretend that we are now the reader, and we need to solve this story problem. So as we've learned before, we always read the story problem 2 times. First to visualize, and the second to figure out what we're solving for, what mystery. So, there was a boy who went fishing. He saw 4 blue fish and 3 green fish. How many fish did the boy see altogether? Well, let's go back and take a deeper look and figure out what we're trying to solve for. First, we see that we're trying to solve for how many fish did the boy see altogether. And altogether tells us it is a addition problem. What are we going to add? Well, we will be adding how many blue fish and how many green fish. Okay, let's go to our picture now and group the objects. Here I see the 4 blue fish, and here we see the 3 green fish. All together, that would be how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that answers my question. There are 7 fish altogether. Well, let's write the equation and solve this. So we would talk about 4 because we see 4 blue fish, and the question asked about that. What is the operation? Well, this is addition, and we know that because it tells us all together. And now, our second partner or add-in is the 3 green fish. So we will write the number 3. And to show that we're ready to solve, we will use the equal sign. And how many is that altogether? We counted 7. So this is the equation for this story problem. We've shown our thinking by grouping the 2 objects. So now we have solved this story problem. Now you're ready to create some of your own story problems to give to your friends and family to see if they can solve. Have fun!